Tonight we're starting a new segment called Judge the Judger. That's right, it's time to let the pendulum swing and put ourselves up a notch by putting down those who put down us. Really, there's certain people that feel entitled, I think, just by their positioning, that they're right and they judge the not. And now this segment is about getting our justice and making others wrong the way making those who are accused of being wrong right, while those who think they're right now get to be wrong. It's called justice, quote unquote. All right, tonight on the chopping block, those people who get hurt, mad, or upset if you do not immediately respond to their text messages. Okay, this is a very strange behavior that we have going on where these people seem to feel very entitled and right generally that if I text you, you should respond to me. And if you don't respond to me, then I'm angry with you. I mean, how many times will that happen to people? So let's reset this. I think it's completely absurd for anyone that I text to drop whatever it is they're doing, their child, their groceries, the highway, their job, to respond to me at any time that I feel because I have sent a written message to their phone. Now, in my eyes, since you're sending me a written message that's recorded for like a year in my phone, that's how long I have to respond to it. It's like a form of pen palery, right? Like we get to write, you can write a quick thing, you can send a picture, or you can take, like I generally do, 10 to 20 minutes to write an involved, caring text whenever it is convenient for me, not when it's convenient for you. It's a form of communication that allows much greater flexibility that should be fitting into our busy lives, not adding to the chaos because somebody pinged me here and somebody pinged me here. Now I got to stop and answer this. Now, and I got to stop and answer this. I can't even pee in peace because that's the only time I have to answer like my backlog of texts. No, I don't want a device having that much power over my life. Nor, while I love my friends and the people who text me, nor do I want them to have that kind of control over my life because in fairness, they're not in it with me. Like I'm doing what I'm doing. They don't know what I'm doing. It's not their business what I'm doing. It's not my business what they're doing. But they have sent me a message and now it is stored in a written format for me to answer at my leisure. That's how I view it. I think it's a completely reasonable case for texting. If you need something immediately, call. And if you're one of like 5 people, I will definitely answer and probably call you back. But call twice. I mean, that's a way. If you really have an emergency though, that's how you need to handle it. Emergencies don't get handled by text. Now, in case you can't tell from this, judge the judger ranting chopping block, I am the type of person who does not answer texts immediately unless you're one of like 2 people. And then it'll happen within an hour. There's another 4 to 5 where I'll probably answer you within 24 to 72 hours. And then everyone else, I give myself a week time frame to respond. I'm busy. I'm, living, I'm loving, I'm working, I'm driving and thinking. If you want to spend time with me, you can hang out on my YouTube. I just don't love the phone that much. Actually, I don't like having it around and I don't like it dictating whether I have to stop and think about something and respond. Now, I understand there's someone I care about on the other end of the phone and that they are using it to communicate with me. But if someone is going to actually get hurt or not feel cared about or think that my response time is indicative of whether or not I care about them, then I can't fix that for them. That's a need to be loved or get attention or control others that isn't really, I'm not a good friend for them. It's not really going to work out very well. Because to me, I love you and I love people in general, and the people that I'm close to that would be texting me, I love very much. However, I still have to live my life, and those communications happen when I can sit, when I can focus, when I can actually like reflect on the text, write something meaningful. And you don't need to send a meaningful update text every single day to people, right? That's like a once a week, once a month type of thing. And you can only do so many of those in a day. Otherwise I'd be sitting in the corner texting. And I don't know about you guys, but phone time gets old. So Anyway, that's going to be my little chopping block rant about the next time you get upset because someone isn't responding right away. Maybe you should say, it's a little unreasonable for me to expect me to be the top of someone else's priority list when I'm not with them. And I have submitted my communication in a written format, which they can respond to at their convenience because I love them and I respect them and I want them to be able to take time to respond and reflect. And I don't want to interrupt their busy lives. Maybe it's not indicative, or maybe it's not a reflection of how they feel about me personally. And maybe I shouldn't take things like not response texts personally. And if I do, it's a great place or opportunity to maybe look at where else I take things personally that are not personal. And I think whenever we can reduce our need to take things personally in life, I mean, it's one of the 4 agreements, right? Don't take anything personally because nothing is personal. We have such healthier relationships rather than sort of collecting all these resentments and trying to control the uncontrollable, which is other people. Because I've noticed too, people that tend to expect immediate text responses are the type of people that prioritize, that will immediately respond to other people's texts, right? Because we're all doing what we want from others, but they will automatically prioritize people above themselves. Whether it's other people's feelings, thoughts, needs, texts, it supersedes their own needs. And that's a pattern that's developed. So what happens when you develop that pattern, you expect other people to do that for you. So it's a great place to look if you're feeling that way, you know, where you are prioritizing other people above yourself and not prioritizing your life, what you're up to, and letting people know, relaxing and knowing that you care about people and they care about you and you care about them, and it's not, you know, response time dependent. Anyway, that closes the chop and block rant for the evening. Judge the judger. I hope you feel really judged now, people who judge.